Hi, I'm Trin Johnson and welcome to Dust in My Eye. Today I am unboxing my latest Blick order, and I also have an Amazon order that I'm going to throw in there, and then we may do some playing with what's in the box. So I hope you'll join me. I was running out of some paper, and I had there was this really good deal on shipping on Blick. So I was like, okay, I'll see what I can do. And then of course I went far enough on the shipping to end up getting it free anyway. So that didn't end up mattering. But I'm going to just open this up here. Let's see what I've got. I did it a while ago now, and I'm trying to remember what exactly is in here. There are things I definitely know are in here because I was running low on certain paper sizes. And then I have things that I try and get every time I place an order so that I gradually accumulate something that I'm trying to collect more of. So let me just get this out of here and get rid of the box. Well, I'm going to start with the big things here first. This pad of paper is my favorite size of Arch to use. Let me get in a little closer here. And I've been a very good girl, waiting very patiently to order some, but I really am down to just the dredges, and I really needed another pad of paper. And like I said, it's my favorite size. It is 8 by 10. The 7 by 10 is more readily available, but a lot harder to frame. And having just tried to frame a bunch of pictures, paintings, it's heavy on my mind. I really prefer the 8 by 10. So I'm going to set that aside. And then this is another really favorite size, and it is 10 centimeters by 25 centimeters, or about 4 inches by 10 inches. And I have 2 sheets left on the one that I have currently, and one of those sheets I've already drawn something on ready, waiting for painting. And so I really have one extra sheet of that right now, so I'm very happy to get this back in my stash. Then these two oddball things are paintbrush holders, and I think they change. They are able to change in size. So I'm not sure how it works. That seems to click real nice. Oh, there you go. One of my sons and one of my daughters got model painting supplies for game pieces, and they got some paintbrushes to go with them, and I said you need a little case to protect them. They don't have a lot. They aren't probably going to have a whole lot, like no big mop brushes or anything, but we thought this was perfect because it was reasonable and they could throw them in there and throw them in with their stuff and not worry about anything getting damaged. So that's what these are for. These are not even mine. These are for them. So I'm not guilty. They're made by Holbein. So anyway, those are going aside for the kids. Let's see. Let's do these next. I went through my paint to see what I was in need of refills. And that's what these are. Something that I was either out of or running very low on. Now, when you consider my husband and I both paint in watercolor, so we go through a lot of paint. Some years we go through more than other years. Van Dyke Brown was a replacement color. Lavender was a color that has been on my list. It was like in my cart for a long time. I can mix my own, but I would really like to have it as a convenience color. And this was new. It's King's Royal Blue, and I really liked the color of that too. I know it's very similar to the lavender, but we'll swatch them and see how close they are, because those two are new to me. The Van Dyke Brown is not. Let's see what's in this one. I don't remember what I got. Ah, Jane's Gray Gouache. Oh, that's what it is. Yes, see, these are gouache. I got these in gouache. I got that in watercolor. This one, I was going to get lavender also, and I talked myself out of it. It's been a while. So these three are gouache. I don't have these in gouache. I don't have any Daniel Smith gouache at all. This is my first time trying Daniel Smith gouache. Love Daniel Smith watercolor. So this isn't the color that I was waiting to get in watercolor, and I obviously decided to get some gouache. But I did talk myself out of the lavender because it was very similar. It's not the same, but we're gonna test that out. Still gonna swatch it. And here, what do I have in here? Ah, this was the other thing. That's where the doubles came up. I got me a lavender Daniel Smith watercolor stick too. And then I got some other colors. I've been collecting these slowly over the last couple years, year and a half. I know I got some for Christmas last year, and I'd had a handful before that. Let's look at these. I have Burnt Umber. I did not have any good brown. I remember that. I just watched a video. I'll have to try and remember who it was by. And they said this was their favorite, was the titanium white. And I never thought about white stick. But I don't know what the heck, I'll try it. It is bigger than the other ones. How bizarre. I don't know why. This one is Quinacridone Sienna. And that's a nice rusty color. I don't have one of those. And Cerulean Blue. I thought it would be nice to have that in this set. So I'll show you what I already have in my Daniel Smith watercolor sticks in a minute. But that white one is definitely taller. Interesting. Now this is the fun part, or another fun part. I've been collecting these little finetec paints, and I have a palette. Actually, I have two palettes. I have this one that I got in Canada, and it is a nice little paint palette. It was not cheap, with some lovely colors in it, a lot of opalescent kind of colors. And then I was at Blick, and they had these empty palettes, and they had these that you could pick out for it. And I picked out a couple thinking I'll get some every time I come in, and then they quit carrying them in the store, so I couldn't do that. So, and then I don't think about it when I go to place an order. So I was like, this time I am going to get some of those. So I just picked 3 colors that I thought appealed to me. I also have in here along the front 2 empty ones, but someday I'll put something in them. These are my Kremer shiny paint, glimmery paint. I have a silver, bronze. This one is pale gold, and this one is polar white. So I really like the Kremer paints, and that all the metallics I have in this with these. So let's open these up and pop them in here. Let me get this scooched out of the way. And I'm happy to see that this is not the same color as that. I didn't think it was, but it was hard to tell. They have a little lip that lets them just pop down into the case. This one's turned around the other direction. Let's do that. I don't know if they have a specific direction they're supposed to go, but they definitely are different. And then I have this nice pink, which again is not one of these colors. Similar to that, but not quite the same. I do have some Daniel Smith duochromes that are kind of like this, but I really honestly don't reach for those very often, to the point where I took them out of my palette, found them hard to re-wet. I would probably enjoy using them more if I used them straight out of the tube. I'm trying to think if they're even in with my watercolor paints or if they're in a completely different place. So I get one more choice, and then it's a couple more cremers if I want. I might be able to do one more cremer there too, so I could probably get 3 more cremers, but I'm kind of excited about that. Round out my shiny paint. And then I have, get these out of the way, these paintbrushes that I have already opened, but I haven't tried them yet. I just closed them back up so they wouldn't get hurt. These were the ones that Lindsay Wyrick was talking about on her channel. She sent out a thing saying, I don't even know if she talked about them on her channel or if she ended up painting with them. I can't remember. That they were a really good price on Amazon. And what attracted me to them is their quills. I love quill brushes. I just do. They're my favorite. If I had to take one brush with me, it would be a quill. Oh man, I'm having trouble getting this off of there. Trying to see if I have my little gripper. I'm going to go find my gripper. Gripper found. Just a little piece of rug material. There we go. But look at these. Oh, they're so pretty. The other thing I really like about them is they are not, they're synthetic, not animal fur. Not really big on animal fur products. I really try now to not get anything like that, because unless I know, like the gentleman that makes his own brushes and he sources all of his animal fur from old furs and things, so I will get his stuff, but I, generally speaking, I stay away from it if I possibly can. I do have probably some squirrel somewhere in my older brushes, but it just doesn't make me happy. So I don't do it. These are so nice. So I have to paint with them. They probably will open fine once they've been opened, but I think I opened one of them, and that was it, just to check them out. Didn't even take that part off. You can tell they're very perfectly in shape. But they're nice little things too. They're the little they have the hole in them so they can breathe and they won't get icky. The truth will be told if they snap into place. That's nice, because that is an issue I have had with travel brushes, and that is a really nice feature. So that's the extent of my goodies that I have purchased. I do have a couple things in my cart already that I didn't realize I was out of, that I might be doing another order together. But what I'd like to do is just get a little piece of paper out and maybe use one of these brushes and see what these pretties are. And then maybe we'll paint something with the watercolor sticks. I'm going to go back into this book where I did the Derwent XL blocks and just see if I can get a little swatch out here. Let's start with the lavender watercolor. Well, let me clear this off and then we'll see if we can paint a picture with the watercolor sticks. So I had my last sheet of paper, second to last, all drawn and ready to go for class. And then I did not paint this one in class. So I'm going to go ahead and paint that with my Daniel Smith watercolor sticks and use my new brushes. And I am going to put a wash down. So if you're enjoying this video or you're getting anything out of it of value, I would appreciate a like. That would be great. And if you'd like to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified of future videos, hit the cute little bell. And you can always buy me a cup of coffee. I have a link down in the description if you'd like to help me that way. Okay, I think I am going to wrap this up. I thought that was kind of fun. I haven't done anything like that with these yet, and it was certainly interesting. So all in all, they were very easy to work with, and maybe a little different than carrying a palette with you. I thought I would be able to draw with them if I dip them in water first, which no one seems to do. And I have done that. They are a little rough. You're gonna get a lot of the paper showing through. But if you like that sort of thing, I have done it before. And this was much more conventional, the way I approached this one. Let me see if I can find the one I did where I kind of drew with them. So this is the one that I did with dipping them in water and drawing with them. I did this at the beach, and it was kind of fun, but you can really see the texture. So they are kind of fun to use that way. It's different. I think this was a little more traditional, a little more easier per se, because if you're a watercolor painter, that's more what you're used to. So anyway, I think they're fun. I think it's worthy, and it was fun to add the little bits of metallic that I did at the end, because I usually don't do that. If you would like to check out my Etsy shop, I have prints of my artwork and some original artwork and some cute little monsters and tins and all sorts of fun stuff for sale. And I really appreciate you being here, and until next time, thanks for watching.